the third pitfall, the third mistake that we were talking about is not really paying attention to your allocation, which kind of ties to the second one too. Because if you have one allocation at one employer and another allocation at another employer, it makes it, unless you have an Excel spreadsheet or some way to track all of them coming together in terms of what the total would be, makes it really difficult to figure out how you're allocating between different investments such as stocks or bonds. So we really think, and the other thing that's kind of a heartbreaker for me, I've had clients come in that are in their 60s. They really haven't spent any time looking at their allocation. And I find that it's in super, super conservative investments. So basically, they've lost the last 30 or 40 years of potential growth in the stock market by having it in ultra conservative investments. So, even if you're in your 20s and 30s, maybe especially if you're in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, taking the time to make sure that you're allocating it properly so that you can have the long-term growth that you need is really essential. We're also doing a separate video that you can find on target date funds, because target date funds are one way that people manage their allocations. So if you want to check that video out, that is out there for you as well.
Awesome. Just to hitchhike quickly on the allocation, your employer cannot choose your investments for you. They are not one, they're usually not a registered securities dealer. And two, they take more risk on themselves if they start recommending investments to you. So you just got to keep that in mind. And I think the last one, that we want to touch on is owning too much company stock in your 401k. Do you remember the days of Enron? Everyone heard it, right? How many people were paper millionaires and then were broke because they had all their money invested into their company stock. Is it great to own your company stock in your 401k? Absolutely. If you believe in the company you work for and they have solid balance sheet and fit all the criterias of a worthwhile stock to invest in, certainly take a look at that. But you want to limit your exposure to that stock, maybe 10, 15% at the very most. And that includes if you have employee stock ownership too. Some people have